Alright, see this right here? This tells you what our rights are. Pause it, read it. Justice Gorsuch. Admission of unlawful tribunals used against the people with lack of impartial judges. These judges in these traffic courts, they're not even judges. They're agents of a department that was created by the legislative branch and was not passed by Congress and or the president, that they have the right to do this by law. None of this is to be done by law. There's this. I've kind of marked through it. You can still read it because I was making changes for where I live in this state. This is an affidavit that I created and gave to a state judge on a case. And this is what my court-appointed lawyer sent me after I sent the judge these notices. Here's the other part to it. Read that. Look, get your computer screen, get it folded up, and read that. That's the other page to that one. I had all the maxims of law, but they're written down, and I need to get them printed out. The maxims of law and Black's Law Dictionary, And this is what the lawyer sent, or the so-called lawyer. Continued representation by counsel is prejudicial. It means that they're prejudiced against me to the defendant, because he will not receive effective assistance of counsel and a fair trial in this case, for the reasons stated above. I'm not going to get a fair trial. They don't give you a fair trial. You don't go up in that court, put your hand on the Bible, and says, I swear an oath to tell truth, whole truth, nothing but truth, like you would in the U.S. Supreme Court. Because these are not part of the U.S. Supreme Court. These courts are not acknowledged as courts of justice like the U.S. Supreme Court is. None of them are. So, y'all can believe what you want. You take time and read that stuff. There's even ones, on, what do you call them? The lockdown notice. There's the lockdown notice. They don't have a right to do that. These are laws that people, get out of the Constitution and their state constitutions. So they're not enforcing law. They're enforcing statutes, codes, regulations, edicts, mandates, rules, and policies and doctrines. The common law does not see any of that and acknowledge any of that as part of common law. They are to enforce common law.